All right, so I came home and found my chair was not working. So, gotta have a good chair in the lab. Had to get up on Amazon, had to get me a new chair. This thing was a trip. Putting it together was actually pretty easy. I was quite surprised how easy it was to put together. It had the little starfish bottom, you know what I mean? Had to pull out all the different parts and components. Oh man, try not to make a mess in the lab because I gotta clean all this up. Back seat rest, seat. You know what I mean? More parts and stuff. Gotta keep the lab clean as I try to put this thing together. I need a new chair for the lab. Alright, this DS5, whatever that is. Alright, always read the instructions. People be really trying to skip through the instructions, man. It really makes your life a lot easier if you just pay attention to do the steps you need to do. That's what your boy Moody Low Cat do. Alright. So it's telling me I need to get like a soft surface so I can get these wheels on. And I was like, oh shit, I just had this cardboard. Oh, perfect. You know what I'm saying? Rip off all the plastic. You know what I mean? Got the starfish right there. You know what I mean? Break out these wheels. You know what I mean? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. This actually went pretty smooth. Flip it over. All right. What's next? What was next in these darn instructions? Remember, gotta keep the lab clean as I'm doing this. Put in the little spinner thing, spinner assembly thing. Yeah, in the starfish, the dead center of the starfish. All right, what's these instructions telling me to do now? Time for me to put together the seat part. You know what I'm saying, with the armrests. All right, this thing's coming along. Ooh, well, you know, I got a new bag to put all my trash in. That's what's up. All right. This ain't really working too. Let me get this plastic off of here. Make sure I'm lining these things up to the front. You know what I mean? You don't want to put the armrest on backwards. That would be a tragedy. You know what I mean? Luckily, everything's all labeled real easy. You know what I mean? I just got to break out these tools. Make sure you don't ever strip the screws and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You wanted that German torque, that Guten Titan. You know what I'm saying? It's getting a little hot in there, so your boy had to take off the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Break out the beater on them. You know what I mean? All right. And I had to turn on some music or something too. I was like, man, this is boring out here. I need to get this stuff popping. All right, back to work. All right, try to get these armrests on here. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything's lining up. All right, to get this other one on here, look like this is gonna be a little difficult because of location. So let me at least get it started. But on this other rest, this is being too much of a trouble. All right, you know what? I'm gonna move over here. Let me move over here. What do you know? My little stool works out perfect. All right, so get the rest of these armrests on. Get them on that German torque, that Guten Titan. You know what I mean? Sitting there listening to a podcast as I'm putting in this work here in the chamber. Some other work I recently got done here in the chamber. I got an upgrade on the electrical system. Shout out to Memo, you know what I'm saying? He does good work. If you ever need some electrical work, hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Got to upgrade that. As you guys can see, I also got some new screens and stuff in here in the chamber. Right there with Betty Booth, always looking fly. All right, now it's time for me to put on the part that connects, you know, for the backrest. You know what I mean? And also this one goes to the bottom of that chocolate starfish. You know what I mean? Once again, gotta remember when you're putting in these screws, that German torque, Guten Titan. Don't go crazy though. You know what I mean? Because it is just like wood and materials like that. That stuff can easily break if you sit in it too hard. If those things are too tight, you gotta have a little bit of flexibility with them. You know what I mean? Always read the instructions. You can't go wrong reading the instructions. Alright, make sure I got everything ready to rock. Alright, keeping the lab clean as I'm putting this stuff together. Now it is time for the backrest. Now, first looking at this, I was like, how is this gonna actually stay right here? But, you know, once I actually got it over there, you know what I mean? Able to put it together, make it happen. That's what I do. It's your boy Moody Low. All right. right, just keep going in a clockwise motion, you know what I mean? Just keep going in a clockwise motion. This thing's just slowly pulling it together, you know what I'm saying? My little stool came in real handy right here, you know what I mean? Yeah, the way they made this chair was actually really easy to get together for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Just take a little patience, a little perseverance from your boy to get it up here, get it ready, right? Boom. Yeah, earlier that morning I had went to the gym and I got back from the gym and I was like, yeah, let me go on and get this chair popping. All right. Put it in here. Oh man, this thing's tripping because it's moving. What the heck? Want to be still. Oh man, I can't find a hole. What the hell? All right, found a hole. All right, we are now Gucci. Move all this stuff out the way. One more op check. One more op check of the oh yeah, we gotta put the headrest on before we do the final op check. All right. All right, we are Gucci. Oh, let your boy get comfortable in the new lab chair. We got a winner. We got a winner, baby. Let's go. All right, Moody Low. And I'm out. Now it's time to get back to work. You already know the drill. All right, let's go. Get to work.